So this is video number 6 and it's part 3 in why planning doesn't work. So quick recap if you haven't been following the series. It's a 10-day series. It started on the 30th of December, which was all about the fact that you're the author and you're writing the story of your life. So if you haven't liked what happened yesterday, the great thing is you have the pen and paper, you have the mindset. It's up to you to design your life today. You can create the next chapter to be however you'd like it to be. Step 2, if you are not able to actually get really clear about what you'd like to have happen, and there's lots of stuff going on in a critic and you go, oh, you can't do that, then the likelihood is that you have been telling other people what they need to do. Your advice that you give to other people is probably the advice that you need to look at. So listen to what you would, if you were telling your best friend who had the same challenge that you have right now, what would you tell them to do? Or what have you been telling? Maybe it's the job you do for a living. Maybe you're great at helping other people, but you're not giving yourself the same advice back. So step 2, work out exactly what it is you want to have happen, and maybe the solution for that is by listening to your own advice. Step 3 was planning, and we looked at what happens when you're planning at your best. And then I'm doing a 3-part video now about when planning doesn't work. So part 1 was when we looked at whether or not it includes all the key elements you need. So I'd have a look at video that talks about part 1, why planning doesn't work, and we looked at working, learning and living. And part 2 was of the why planning doesn't work was all about understanding how you make decisions and how you process time, because that will impact the way that you plan yourself, make decisions, but also how you communicate that to the people that matter to you. And if you have a plan and then you go and ask other people to do it and it doesn't fit well, then often that plan falls apart very quickly. So understanding how you make decisions and how you process time will allow you to create a plan that works with and in flow with your natural way of working. So this is now part 3 of why plans then don't work. And for me, it's because it's about actually noticing change. So I think the formula that it's coming to in the book is that clarity plus confidence equals change, but equally change equals clarity plus confidence. So if you don't notice the change that is happening, so if you are, let's say you set yourself a plan or a goal to earn 30,000 in the next 90 days. If every time you earn £10 or £20 or £30 or £500 or £600 or £1,000, if every time you receive income, you don't notice what changed, what happened just before that in order to get it to you, and you don't start recording and acknowledging and reflecting on the patterns of behaviour that get you the results that you want, if you don't take time to really celebrate and acknowledge those changes as you go through, then you will miss the opportunity to update your plan, i.e. make a decision, look at the time, look at where you're putting your energy into things. What can happen is you get on a track, you go, this is what I'm going to do for 90 days, and you do it for 90 days, and then you get to the end and you're disappointed, or even 12 months, whichever, it might be a week plan, whatever time frame you've chosen, you'll go right to the end of it. So today really is about the importance of stopping and acknowledging the change that is happening, celebrating what is working, looking at what's not working, and quickly updating your system to make sure you do more of what works, and that you look at what you need to do to make the stuff that's not working work better. And that will really come down to the video I'm going to do tomorrow, is about who do you ask for advice for and when should you change your plan, because ultimately you have to trust yourself, and there are times when you shouldn't change your plan, you should just keep going with it, and there's times when you should decide to divert and take a different route. And tomorrow I'm going to talk to you about when should you change the plan. Okay, speak to you tomorrow. Bye.